welcome back. Today in the Hot Sauce, we're talking about how to transition those younger kids back into school or even just start school. And today I'm joined with Kelly Roy, who is the director at UB's Early Childhood Research Center. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you.
And first off, what can you tell us advice for parents who are getting ready to send those kids off to school, preschool?
Well, there are several things you can do to help that transition for the first time into preschool. First of all, it's really important for the children not to see the parents be fearful about this transition. We want the kids to positively anticipate this return. So setting up some activities ahead of time, like visiting the school, walking around the school, maybe playing at the playground, so they recognize that their parents understand that the school is a safe place for them to visit and they want them to have a good time. There are several books appropriate for very young children. It's a great idea for families to read through those books and discuss the issues that the children raise during those books. The other thing is it's really important for children to get enough sleep prior to that first day of school. Children need between 10 and 12 hours of sleep, so adjusting the routine before school comes around so that they go to bed earlier and wake up at the time that they need to be prepared for school is ideal, so that everybody has a great day the first time.
I'm sure with the nerves it can sometimes be difficult if the kids are really anxious.
Absolutely.
And is it different for the preschoolers versus maybe their siblings who are already in elementary school?
It can be because it may be their first experience, or it may be slightly different. There tends to be a different level of expectation associated with their first school experience as opposed to services that they may have had previously. It can be helpful if the really young children bring a familiar object with them to help comfort them. Maybe put together a photo album so that they can look through the photo album prior to or at times during the school day that they're anxious, just to remember that they're going to be home soon and that this is a situation that's positive and they need to have a good time.
And kind of switching gears here, you guys have a carnival coming up. Tell me a little bit about it.
We do, absolutely. We're celebrating our 80th anniversary at the Early Childhood Research Center on UB's North Campus. Our carnival is going to include pony rides, petting zoo, we'll have live music, photo booth. It is a fundraiser for us. There will also be a basket auction as well. We'll have a variety of different foods, and we're really just hoping people will come and enjoy their time, get ready to get back to school, and spend some time with us to celebrate our 80th anniversary.
And I think I just have one more question. If you're sending the kids off to preschool, what if they're not taking it very well? They throw those, crying fits before you send them off, and then what happens for the parent once they actually are okay? Because I see some parents struggling with that. It's hard.
Absolutely. Honestly, as someone who has done this for a few decades at this point, the best thing, if you've done the preparation with the child, is to tell them you love them, tell them you will be there at the end of the day, say goodbye and leave. The longer you draw it out, the more difficult it is for the child. We're really fortunate at the ECRC because we have an observation room so that parents can watch their child. We also have a camera system so that parents can access what's going on in their child's classroom throughout the day from their phone or their work location or other computer. So they can actually see that if the parents cut off that tantrum as quickly as possible and cry elsewhere, that the children do calm down relatively quickly. Usually it's within a few minutes, and then they get to having a great time.
Well, thank you so much for being with us here today.
No problem. Thank you.
And we're going to send things on over to Emily Lenahan with your .com check.